Previously, in the Bearclaw Dynasty, what happened in the reign of monarch Lennox, the Tyrant, quote-unquote, who ruled from year 1034 to 1051. After bombing the palace, the barons crowned long-lost nibbling of late King Harald, Lennox Pete. Seeing no point in pretending the barons had not just raised the symbol of legitimate authority, Lennox had the palace rebuilt as a marcher fortress from which to occupy the kingdom. The marchers trusted their monarch, and Lennox used to say they trusted their siblings in arms more than the ninth god himself. They would often ask for the barons' input on decisions relative to their regions. Other nobles didn't share this loyalty. Ever since regaining the Axe of Halbjorn, thanks to Lord Render Harald, the chiefs believed themselves no longer bound by oaths of submission. They searched for the Horn of Odhel so that this new horror of a palace would be collapsed. Similarly, seeing no point in keeping to their duty for a usurper, the counts meant to guard the kingdom's metaphysical borders resolved to unleash a demon upon it. Lennox was abrasive but clever. They had a vision for a more efficient, centralized army, doing for the military what Queen Tatiana the Lawgiver had done for trade. In the meantime, rather than sending men to Chur, they used their and their barons' money to bribe the north and the east into compliance. By pure political calculus, Lennox married Xenia von Doom, a lively countess with a costly gambling addiction, and a blood relation to Queen Tatiana. They immediately took a dislike to her frivolity and wastefulness, but forced themselves to have a child together to borrow the lawgiver's legitimacy, Tatiana's legitimacy. With the wealthy march as a cent, the monarch granted rent to the local peasants. The resulting prosperity prevented the counts from spreading despair to prepare their summoning. In the east, the public burning of a werewolf reignited the Ninth's faith. This was actually huge. It went from 1 to 5. Again, the other regions are at 0, to give you reference. Lennox argued their modern army would have caught the beast sooner. On the other hand, the local use of a huge bear for public execution spread the cult of Skurinorn, as Munchkin the Bear was said to be an avatar of the northern goddess. So now, the official axeman, I'm missing, I cannot think of the term right now, but the official executioner is a bear called Munchkin. These matters of faith had little effect on Lennox's plans. The capture of a rogue golem allowed for retro-engineering this technology. The most fearsome hillfolk from the far north were incorporated into the chief's armies in exchange for citizenship. The sword had been reforged. It now remained to strengthen the monarch's grip on its hilt. The barons propagandized for their ruler, but 2 events hurt their credibility. 1. At the council's insistence, Lennox listened to the ramblings of Conte Holseti, for whom the palace destruction was but a distraction from the frog people's plots. Chiefs and counts bypassed the golden choice to arrest this fool and forced a mock investigation in Lennox's name. Would you believe that? Damn frog people. 2. Soon after, a pair of barons offered their leader the meat of a legendary boar, unwittingly making the 3 of them werebeasts. Haunted by bloody dreams no medicine could appease, Lennox became tired and irritable at this crucial moment of their reign. And that's also why Lennox II has a scratch on her face, because her father did that to her. The monarch confronted the chiefs at Winterfeast, gifting their rivals an emerald axe in mockery of Halbjorn's. The Northerners smiled with clenched teeth. Lennox got into a drunken fistfight, with gusto and honor, somewhat earning back the chief's respect. Finally, the monarch ordered the soldiers to mutiny. Their followers narrowly won out over the chief's agents, and Lennox took control of the kingdom, freeing them to finally repudiate Xenia. Despite their wish to minimize arbitrary arrests, the chiefs and counts had them called the Tyrant. Can we please have a huge round of applause for That wish lurks. This was freaking amazing. This was freaking amazing. Yes, still 40k you are. This was so hard. There was so much that happened last time. I have no idea how Lurks managed to condense it into such a summary. Please, please, please give a big round of applause. And while you applaud, let me read you the too long didn't read to compact things. By exploding the palace and rebuilding a marcher fortress in its stead, the barons had destroyed the kingdom's norms. This is important. Leaving monarchs Lennox free to dream of a common army at their beck and call, and the nobles resolved to destroy them by any means. Lennox had golems built and hillfolk recruited. Despite the barons' help, gaining full authority over the army proved trickier, as the monarch was distracted by inane frogman conspiracy theories and their own curse of were-beasthood. Lennox launched their global immunity just as the chief's pawns were poised to sneak in the Horn of Hoduld close enough to the new palace to collapse it. The royal forces narrowly won out the secret skirmish, and the monarch got the north and the east under control, leaving their nobles to whisper of them as Lennox the Tyrant. And that is what happened last time in the Bearclaw Dynasty. So now, without any further ado, let us begin the game. Let me see what y'all have been saying in chat. Let me see what y'all are saying. Well, Melty Bang was hello, welcome back. Okay, this lure is good. Thank you, Ty. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, like you should take a look at the World Anvil. It's quite something. You can look at the since the current dynasty is not quite up to date. You can look at the Aquila Dynasty, which was our first roleplay dynasty. That is complete. Like that can give you an idea of how freaking crazy things get. We have timelines, we have maps, political maps, we have family trees of how the different nobles and reigning lines are interrelated. It's pretty amazing. Frogge, Mr. Frogge, I think now you know why your name is relevant. Oh yeah, also frog people crashed my stream. Winterfuse was great. Yeah, it was. The monarch confronted the chiefs at Winterfeast, giving them their rivals and emerald hacks. When the genuine axe is actually with the Black Hawk Alliance. Yes. Yes. The barons destroyed the palace. Yep. Golden Gagamba, welcome back and thank you for joining. Hello. Honest Swede, let me take a look at you. Where are you? Here you are. Oh, I see an old baron here. Good job. And then we have Katori. Where are you, Katori? I think you are. Yeah, you're a chief. There you are. Damn, I love this. Lighter beard than hair. Whoo! Cool stuff. Yeah, like, Lurks, this was amazing. Thank you so much. Dragon Pete, welcome back. Hello. The old Baron Arlen's pull. Yes. Yes. I'm trying to look at the lore, but damn, this is so massive. Yeah, I can't imagine that it can be a bit intimidating, right? Like, the better places to start, and I'm gonna write a little guide to the Discord and to the various places as soon as I get some time, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. The World Anvil has everything. The best place to start is probably in the Discord, going in Kingdom Lore, and in Bearclaw Dynasty Chronicles. It's a thread in Kingdom Lore. There you can find summaries for all the monarchs we've played so far in the Dynasty, and if you don't want to read the whole things, which are quite extensive, you can read the 2 long read-on reads, just to get a feel. And then in Noble's Lore, you're going to see that there are a bunch of threads there as well, and those are all in the individual threads that the different noble houses have been writing. So, but that's quite an extensive read too. So yeah, just do whatever you want, and if you don't have to read anything. Oh, actually, a great way to start that you should definitely read, and it's a much better read, is here. Wait, let me link this to you. Because we have these on the World Anvil as well. It's the getting started Bearclaw Dynasty. This here is the better place to start. This here. Because this condenses the starting lore of the dynasty. Oh, I see, Handle Gamer. How many is the story? One last info dump. Wait. I'll read that in a second. Yeah, Lennox II studied both at the university and the Albion Library. True. Yeah, and if you have any, like, for those of you who just joined and it's the first time watching, feel free to ask any question. I'm gonna be more than happy to answer and try to give you a better idea of what's happening or where to find info that you may need, alright? And most of all, just try to enjoy things. Just try to have a good time. Don't worry about, like, don't have performance anxiety, you know? Like, that's not a thing. We're just here to have fun. Warp Lotus. I'm not gonna answer that. But thank you for trying. That's a good question. Yeah, exactly. Chill, RP, and have fun. Yeah. So, Lurks, was that about the current monarch? Yeah. Would you be so kind as to send that again when I am about to pick the path to victory? Because that's usually when I think about the monarch. Alright. Alright, let us get started with the coronation here for Queen Lennox. Look at this freaking march! Look at the march! Holy crap! Let's go. Coronation time. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your parent. Oh yeah, don't worry, Lurks. But now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Yes. Let's get this over with. Let us call the nobles in. Nobles of the council, it is time for your first vote of the night. Yeah, Len the First was good. So what do you want to do here? Do you want to host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, force the commoners to swear a blood oath, throw the queen into the river, or put on a vast banquet for the queen? I don't want to spend money. I don't want to spend treasury. I think that's superfluous. I do like water. Tradition. Currently loyal to the crown? Happy to hear that. Wait, didn't Still 40k just say I'm currently loyal to the crown? And then vote... Oh, yeah, okay, good. And then vote to give me money. That's amazing. Screen time? Yeah, that's okay. It's tradition. It's legitimizing her rule, so she's more than happy. She's more than happy. Alright, looks like it's gonna be C. Let's go. You're still bound by the... Chancellor to Lennox the First. You're still bound by the council, dude. See, Chancellor to Lennox the Second. It was an honor serving Lennox the First. Thank you, Mario. Alright, let's go. Will we see the Hornblower scheme again? Oh, chances 100%. It is decided. The queen will be thrown in the river. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Are you stifling some giggles? Council introduction. Oh, we got the bug. Time to solve the bug. There you go, solved it. Council introduction. Let's see who I'm gonna meet here. Who's gonna come meet Lennox II here. Chiefs? Kiwi, hey! Hello, Kiwi, hi. Yeah, bug squashed, no mercy. Kiwi, hi, Kiwi. Good luck in the days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with us lot. I appreciate that, Kiwi Bird. Counts of the East? An honor to finally make your acquaintance, your highness. I was dismayed to hear of your parents' passing. Mr. Frogga. Hello. Like the hair color there. Mr. Frogga looking cool. It's a frog. And the barons. Hail and well met, your highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, huh? Of course. Who could it be if not the cutest baron of the kingdom? Of course. Of course! It makes sense. The frog. Of course. Cutest baroness, yes. What did I say? And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your parent fought so hard for? Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. The tyrant croaks, daughter dons the crown, makes a splash. Hannah de Regina, knight's door. That's awesome. Another one. Alright, and now the path to victory. And now I would like to know more about Queen Lennox II. Bah, who let such tyrants onto the throne? I've been sick and rewatching the Bearclaw Dynasty because I have way too much time on my hands, and writing down each time my novel is called cute. Too many times, right? Too many times. I'm glad I'm keeping you company. Even with past me, Hesperus. It's a drinking game, yeah. Okay, thank you, Lyrics. So Queen Lennox II was raised only by Lennox I, the tyrant, as they repudiated their wife after her usefulness stopped compensating the burden she caused. Yeah, because she was detrimental both in reputation and to the finances of the kingdom. Yeah. And the monarch was adamant about not letting her bad influence spread over to their daughter. Yeah, so Queen Lennox II was only raised by her parent, by Lennox I, and not by her mother. Not at all. Probably the Chancellor was like a surrogate. Lennox II knows about her parents' curse. Yes, she was clawed by them during one episode. Yes. And she's fine with it. She's absolutely fine with it, yes. Knowing Lennox firsthand, and perhaps lacking other viewpoints, she is incensed about the hurt that the chiefs and the counts are doing to Lennox I's legacy by calling their strong rule a tyranny. Yes. Absolutely true. Yes, 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 yes. I actually want to write notes for that. Like, raised by Len First Class Chancellor. That can give me some guidance in role-playing. Okay, with curse. Studied both at uni and Albion at Quail and Albion. And then despises propaganda. From north and east. There you go. That's her. That's her. She wasn't protected from her father, now she wants to protect her subjects from nobles. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, so, Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill in, and with your parent out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? So we don't want to be a conqueror here. We don't want to be a conqueror. We don't want to be a conqueror. We don't want to be a saint. Oh wow, it dropped down to 3 again already. Damn it. Why do I get flashbacks to Ulrika of the Webian Dynasty? Do you? Huh. Architect of a new golden age? Nope. Does Queen Lennox II wants to be the greatest queen who ever lived? I don't think so. I don't think so. There might be something like slightly tyrannical though. And the fact that, you know, her sense of wanting to get back at the north and the east. Angry at the damage to their parents' legacy, but chiefs and counts is why I'm getting... Yeah. No, I'm not gonna get your dust, no. May I ask? Give peas a chance? Oh, peas are delicious. Yeah, you can have peas, absolutely. Yeah. The whole kingdom mourns the death of Lennox, the educator. I feel her as well-intentioned, but a bit warped by her limited viewpoint. That's exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. Oh hell yeah, Vaspir! Hopefully my voice at least is as nice in 160 as it is in 720 or whatever I can be viewed in. Welcome, Vaspir. How you doing? Hope you're holding up well. Albion Library teaches war, but only as an astral sword. Yeah, so definitely not Conqueror. Is it Peacekeeper? Or maybe Mother of the Nation? You know? It could be. It could be Mother of the Nation, too. Kiwi, you have... Holy crap. 9,900 gold you have, is what you have. Yeah, I usually take some time on these, for those of you maybe new, because that shapes how I behave for the rest of the game, so I usually spend a few minutes thinking about it. Unless I have a very strong idea for a monarch, I usually, you know, take some time and make sure that I have a good idea of the character, because then that makes every other decision much easier. I'm dragged up and loopy, so don't expect my choices to make sense, is all I can say. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm glad you can join us, though. Yeah, people, you know, this has been going for... This is episode 7, so people have a bunch of money. And that's also why we stop every 3 months, right? Because it gets a bit daunting for new people at some point. I am poor count with a massive stone castle filled with nothing. Oh, the only thing you own are the stones that make up your castle. Alright, give me 30 seconds, and then I think I'm gonna make a choice, because I think I can get in there. Let me look at the prompts. Does she want to be the mother of the nation? Does she want to be the mother of the nation? No. I think she wants to be a peacekeeper. I think she wants to be a peacekeeper. Yeah. Yeah, I think she wants to be a peacekeeper, but there's a risk that her limited viewpoint and her spite for how the chiefs and the counts have stained her parents' reputation might come up, you know, very strongly. An admirable aim. It suggests over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability. Yeah, let's go. Russian assets. Alright, let's go. Vermis of the Northwind bloodline, a powerful martial trapper, stands before blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When have the barons of the marsh backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. What do you want to do, barons? How do you want to try to take down this baron queen? Do you want to find a doppelganger, trying to lower your own defiance? Or do you want to modernize the army even further, trying to lower other people's military? Or do you want to use gunpowder, trying to lower authority here? What's your scheme? What's your idea? What do you want to do? Again, I put a lot of weight on the role-playing aspect of these because, you know, I think it's way more fun. I mean, it is way more fun for me. And I invite you to do the same. You don't have to, though. Just know that you don't have to. I don't think people are prepared for an Ulrika-type monarch if they never experienced their... Yeah, good point. My good lady, was in order to aid your father, I would advise you to beware of the blue dust that is circulating. God damn it, yeah, that thing, I'm not a fan, I'm not a fan. Verming is an imposing figure, yeah. I abstain my loyalties to the crown. I also abstain. That is good. That is good. That is appreciated. That is appreciated. So doppelganger it is. Lower your own defiance. The barons plan to swap the real queen for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the barons must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Chiefs! Oscar! Damn, Oscar looks cool. Of the Katori Blueberry clan, legendary northern troublemaker, stands precariously in longhouse crossbeams, pitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this impostor queen, Lennox II. How do we make that happen? Your son? Ooh. Chiefs of the North, what do you want to do? How do you want to contrast Queen Lennox II? Do you want to start an uprising, raising your treasury? The treasury, sorry. Do you want to follow a prophecy, trying to raise authority? Or do you want to follow a hornblower and retrieve the horn again? For the 4th, 5th time? Lowering all faith? What do you want to do here? What do you want to do? Yeah, I wouldn't say son so fast, that's true. Wait, what? They're not gonna go for the horn? There's no way. There's no way, I don't believe this. Wow. They're freaking giving up, finally. They're giving up, I cannot believe this. They actually almost succeeded last time. Alright, let's go. Prophecy it is. Toothless, yeah. Hesperus. It's time for a change, yeah. They're learning, incredible. Wow. The Chiefs are broken, they didn't go for the tooth. That's insane, I wasn't ready for these. The Chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new king rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the Chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. For what it's worth, I'm sorry about your mother, I admit. I hoped her to rise to the occasion, but I should have been sterner with her. Maybe if I was, she'd have been able to help raise you properly. The words are appreciated. But it's fine. I think Lennox has a little bit of pity for her mother. Mostly, she despises her though. You know? Truly an era of progress. Candy Banana, welcome back, thank you for joining, how you doing? You know, I think it's mostly she despises her. Like, it's funny how her parents' propaganda makes her despise her own mother, but then she's pissed at the other's propaganda against her parent. If Chiefs succeed, the axe shall be in play one more. The true axe. Oh, okay. Martine of the Holseti Dynasty, charismatic former kermit, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back the days of glory, but not while the false queen, Lennox II, Where's the crown? Oh, Darth Von Doom. It's just that... It's Holseti! It's the same dynasty, it's the same noble house that had the frog theory. I think that Lennox the First, you know, raising Lennox the Second was like, your mother sucks. There's a reason why you cannot see your mother. Your mother is terrible. She would be a bad influence on you, she's a bad person, it's good that she's away. That's all I mean. Welcome back, King Israel. Counts of the East, what do you want to do? Do you want to go for sorcery and ask the help of a wizard trying to raise authority? Do you want to use subterfuge trying to lower stability? Or do you want to intimidate the queen trying to raise stability? What do you want to do, Counts? Oh no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, Marley. Yeah, what you doing? I hope that answered your question, Darth Von Doom. Do not go A. Immediately everybody goes A. Alright. Alright, magic it is. I warned them. Raise authorities. The Count's planning to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the Queen was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the Counts must raise authority to 5 or more antecedents. Also, it's really interesting how the Counts are asking somebody else to do the dirty job, the dirty work, you know? Yeah. You never know, Dragon P, you never know. Alright. So we have. A treacherous half-sibling. Ooh, okay. A false pretender and an ambitious vassal. Interesting. Interesting. Oscar is amazing. You know? Yeah, you are absolutely entangled. And I think that this might be a treacherous half-sibling. So is this someone who was born probably Xenia remarried? Probably Xenia remarried. And this is her child. Yeah, no, Vermis is absolutely evil. Alright, let's go. Yeah, the divorced spouse, exactly. Exactly. So, ooh, I like this. Yep. Yep. That's gonna be it. Absolutely. No question about it. Because I think, you know, when I think of Lennox II, like, she's a... If I had to describe... She's a live wire, you know? Like... Really, really strong character, I think. Avalanche and an invitation. Ooh. We're gonna go with the invitation right away here. Right away. Right away. Your Majesty, Bill Lacerno, hi. I see we fought the same beast. Your Majesty, this year we will be holding the Winter Feast in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend. Well, of course, I look forward to it. I love this, like, as in continuity with her parents' legacy. I look forward to it, yes. Fantastic. And then we have an avalanche. And who is asking for help? Canip Banana. A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. The other nobles are under no obligation to help in the north, but surely they will vote with compassion. So we can send financial aid. We can instruct the Archbishop to lead a memorial for those lost. I definitely want to send financial aid here. I definitely want to send financial aid. Yeah, we're gonna send financial aid. Yeah. They were ambushed by snow. Yeah, exactly. I don't see any reason why not. Can we declare war on the avalanche? I declare war on snow. That's fantastic. Ah, damn it, Vaspir. I was starting to hope. I was starting to dream for the unanimous vote. God damn it, you. Yeah, the council almost unanimously decides to send financial aid. That's amazing. That's amazing. Your funds go towards resettling the survivors in neighboring villages with enough gold to see them through the winter. And Chief Canic Banana schemes a little off the top, of course, for his trouble. Just to get to 13,000. It's from his state. It might be, might be. Who knows? Made unless it looks like you have a very big delay, I would advise refreshing. Francis is the council. Think of it pragmatically, we don't want an unhappy North. Last time that happened, things got out of it. Yeah, no. Like, she actually really wants to help. That's it. She wants to help. Like, it's not about... Because, like, that's an issue that affects the people, not the nobles. You know? So, she definitely wants to help with the people. Yeah, who doesn't like round numbers? And let's see the honor guard here. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. Blah, blah, blah. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Have I made my decision? Let's say I have made my decision. Who do we want? Yeah, the people always deserve the aid of the crown. Yes. I agree. How does the character argument work? Is it the form on World Emerald, but do you submit it somewhere or just to yourself? So, the way it works, and this is going to be in this little guide that I'm going to be writing soonish. Basically, the World Anvil can only be updated by Vaspir currently. So the way it works is you would go on Discord in Noble's Lore and then start a thread for your noble family there. Yeah. And then Vaspir, who is currently broken, but at some point is going to be able to go back to it. Exactly, we'll then bring it to the World Anvil. The mock-up article is to give you an idea of the kind of information that can end up there, so that you can structure your Discord post following whatever guidelines you want, you know? Like, that can give you an inspiration of what to put in there. You're very welcome. Yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask and to at me specifically. Steel sharpshooters will remain within my own forces for protection. You know what? That might convince me. Because, like, our parent was from the March. The March must be, you know, must feel something for me. I mean, you're making an offering here, and I'm happy to oblige, yeah. Let's take the veterans. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne, hands on their sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Just like me. Fantastic. And we have an auction to start things off here. Everybody, you know what to do here? Let's go. Exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund. Your options are lowering farming for the barons with A, breaking that perfect 10-10-10, lowering stability with B, raising trade for the chiefs with C, raising authority with D, raising military for the counts with E. Ooh, interesting. And lowering faith for the counts with F. What do you want to do? Good stuff. Yeah, I like E too. E is pretty cool. I'm gonna let you know when there's a few seconds left. We have 10 seconds left. I'm gonna let you know in chat. 10 seconds left now. And 5 seconds left now. Okay. C and E, I think. Yeah. So Golden Gagamba and others building a Grand Bazaar, raising trade in the north. And then Handel Gamer and others building a fortress in the east, increasing military. Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. We a militant and godless society. Yeah, good description. Herman's is my fever dreams. Oh my god, we got lycanthropy. Oh my god, we got lycanthropy. Oh shit, I didn't even know. So these, yeah, our parent did eat the meat, but after we were born. So we didn't know that we had the curse as well. You know what I think lurks? I don't think it's the clawing. You know what I think? I think that what happened was our parent had the curse. So one member of the family had the curse. Now that they are dead, the curse passed to me. And I'm gonna pass it on to my heir. And so on and so forth. So I think that this event is going to be the first time that Queen Lennox experiences these kind of symptoms. And it is only because our parent just died. Oh, Darth Von Doom, that's a good one. Game doesn't check birth time. Yeah, that's the technical aspect of it, right? Like, I think that I want to justify it in lore as the curse moves from person to person after the original cursed person dies. That's so juicy. Yeah, exactly, Marley. It's metaphysical. Yep. So, a curious discovery. So let's go with this. Let's go with the curious discovery. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north. Yes, I remember a tragedy. The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspected maybe one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. Yeah, right. Like the Kala would be the easy thing to think of, right? The immediate thing to think of. But why would it show up now and not before? So I think that the reason is just that our parent died and the curse passed on to us. Technically, it's not lycanthropy, that's true. So... oh, I think we should send scholars. Yeah. Who better than them? It is a more elegant interpretation. Thank you. I appreciate that. Therianthropy. Oh, good. I mean, I think that blood would be in enough of a connection, Marley. You know, I have that feeling. Because, like, what if this monarch didn't have... what if this queen didn't have a scar? But she would still have the curse, so... Do not disturb that which needs not disturbing. Thrifty. Just saying, nope, close the thing. Yeah, Therianthropy is good enough, I think. Okay, Porcanthropy. That is really funny, because porco really literally means swine in Italian. Alright. And this is specifically said for two reasons. Reason number one, Queen Lennox studied at Quail University, so she values Quail University highly. Reason number two, she wants to spite the northern warriors. Like, it's like, oh, our best warriors should go. No. No. My people are gonna go, not your people. But it's our ancestors. Yeah, I know. I know. Let's go. Can we get vampires? I think we can. I mean, yeah, you can absolutely get vampires. Send a team of scholars from Quail University. A team of scholars are sent forth to investigate, accompanied by a few officers of the watch to ensure their safety. You hope to hear back from them soon. Ephra, hello and welcome. How you doing? The fish curse. Bill Listerno, thank you so much for stopping by and playing. Thank you. I'm glad you had a good time. Have a great night. See you around. Just joining for RP. Yeah, don't worry, Ephra. I'm happy you can join us for a little bit. So, let's do Fever Dreams now. Ever since you were a child, you've had... Oh, ever since we were a child. Never mind what I said. Never mind what I said. We've had strange urges. Whenever you asked your parent about them, they brushed it off, but now things have taken a turn for the worse. I think that we can play around with these, right? Like, this here is the kind of thing that I am comfortable saying, yeah, no, let's scrap that. Remember, this is one of the premises that I did in the frog wants to be flats. Still on training sheep, 2 more days and I'll be free. How's it going, Ephra? Yeah, the game really went no to my idea, and I say no to what the game is saying. Thank you, Ephra. See you. It's doing alright. Alright is better than badly, so. But yeah, this is the kind of thing, like, I'm comfortable saying, oh, the game says this thing, and this tiny thing, we're gonna change a little to make it make more sense. Because if we adhered very strongly... No, that's not it. We make the lore stupid game. No. But just simply, if we adhere 100% to what the game says every time, our dynasties are going to end up being very similar in the long run. You know? Whereas if we take small liberties here and there, whenever it makes most sense, we're still going to be able to make the dynasties unique. And I think this is one of those situations, right? Like, I think that at least in this dynasty, that's how it works, because of how it came up. Yeah, exactly. Some creative liberties for fun. Yeah, I think... Does say the dreams have gotten worse, definitely shows emergence once the parent died. Yeah. But, like, for instance, this, whenever you asked your parent about them, they brushed it off. I think this didn't happen. I think this didn't happen because we established that we know that our parent had it, because, you know, we were clawed by them, and we're fine with it. Except, just we didn't think we had it. No, it's just our parent. Like, Handle Gamer, I think that's just our parent, straight up. I think it's just... I think we just scrap this. I think what we established before is what actually happened. Our parents did that. We knew about it. We were fine about it. We didn't think we had the curse. Turns out we do. So we know what this is. You've always had a love of rich meat, not unusual for a royal, but now your hunger is insatiable. Your dreams have become vivid and disturbing. Screams echo through the woods as your jaws bite beast and human alike. The council has noticed your lack of sleep. Your parent never prepared you for this. Something must be done. And I think that Queen Lennox is scared. Scared is a strong word. Concerned. Because I think that Queen Lennox also thinks that this is part of what consumed her parent and led to their death. So, stop peddling dust. Stop peddling dust. Yeah, exactly, Lurks. May not have been understood at first. I can fix her. Everybody is in love and want to fix her. I see. You tried to ask your parent about it, but then remember that. Suscrofathropes. That's amazing. Scrofa is like a female pig in Italian. Publicly, Lennox II had to ask questions as a dutiful daughter to her parents should, which was brushed off in public. Maybe this was what is known to the general public? Oh, okay. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, Marley? I don't think that the public knew about the curse. Maybe just the Chancellor and, you know, inner people. So I think that Lennox is concerned and definitely wants to find a local physician. You send for a university-trained physician who makes sense, who goes through the usual remedies. She's helpful and kind, but nothing works. She refers you to a controversial professor at the university who specializes in the study of dreams and something he calls the apiary. He will speak with you soon. Alright. And finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? We like the ladies. Of course we like the ladies. Of course we like the ladies. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. So now you can go on with your fantasies, alright? I saw a bunch of sapphic fantasies come up last time. I had to go with that. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs... where snow blankets the landscape and wolves and monarchs howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant queen and the warrior who will overthrow her. Of course it's a win. A congregation of god speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing the supposedly ancient story, whispering, "Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. Then the gods are good and we are blessed. Oscar will be our king. All hail the Lord Render." Cheers circle the clan hall and Magavale is tipped over Oscar's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the north alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Oscar. For the next stage of their chief's scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. In the east, Count Reaper stands on the ramparts of his castle, watching a flock of bats pass before the moon. Do you think I have a chance? Absolutely you do. I really hope you send somebody from your family. Suddenly the bats swirl down and begin to merge, coalescing into a black-clad figure. Suitably dramatic, I trust. I think, like, Pesty has a voice like, something like, no, like, something like Heavy Smoker or something, but I cannot do voices because I have a sore throat, but you get what I mean. Now, why did you want to meet me? If this isn't good, I'll give you a case of boils so hideous, it'll make your own mother disown you. Yeah, of course it's Reaper. I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? Well, the Queen's Watch did order a quarantine recently. Killed off a highly unique strain that I would have enjoyed watching sweep the populace. Fine, I'll help. If you take care of the bees for me. Did you say bees? Yes, on this plane they're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. They call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference, but they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, the council must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. I have two hands. So... the treasury is quite low here. Treasury is quite low. And there's no, like, the regions seem to be kind of rich at the same way, you know? Actual literal trash, welcome back. Thank you for joining. How you doing? I'm having a feeling, so let me just play around with these a little bit just to see what the numbers are. 29,000 isn't even a lot. So doing only one would be 300 more. And doing two is, yeah, it's 2,600. Okay. Call away, but hey, welcome back, Alex. Glad to hear you're doing good. Trash. Welcome to have you. Glad to have you back. So Lennox the second. Lennox the second. You know what I think Lennox would do here? My idea is Lennox thinks I need to get rid of this. So Lennox would probably, if she could choose, she would just go common tax and be done with it without even thinking about it. Yeah, she would absolutely be merciful. But what she's thinking is, the treasury is not great right now, and I will probably have to spend a bunch of money to get rid of the curse. So I need funds, because I don't want to have to spend money for that and then have no money for the people. So I think that what she would do is probably invent like some formal excuse of like, oh, there is an emergency of this or that kind, so we need extra funds. Oh, she doesn't want to keep the curse. She's afraid that that's what killed her parent. So I think that she would probably invent an excuse. Yeah, you know, something like that. Like, oh, the capital, an aqueduct needs to be rebuilt or something. Yeah, exactly. Like high tax now or having to take a loan later. So I think that even though these... like, she basically here is between a rock and a hard place. On the one hand, she lacks funds to cure her curse, and that she sees that as really bad and dangerous. On the other, she makes the nobles a bit more mad at her for finding an excuse to tax them. And you know, if she doesn't get a cure, in her mind, she's gonna die. Whereas if she angers the nobles, she still had a fighting chance. So I think that that's what she does. Queen Taddy said it? What? That was a different queen. Yeah, could be that this is in the east. Yeah, probably something like that, right? Really scared. She's a little scared of the curse. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like I will have to sell some stones for my castle. Give me taxes, Ty. Oh, here's 25 stones. Yeah, exactly. You can fight nobles, but not a curse. Oh, I have no idea, Dragon Pit. So yeah, I think that this is what would happen. Probably saying, oh, the recent quarantine, you know that Pessia was talking about? We need funds for that. And so she would request extra funds. Knowing full well that that's not gonna be popular, but not seen in other patterns. Warby's fighting the... oh, that would be amazing. I appreciate that, Warp Lotus. Let's see what the scholars say here, because that's probably gonna shape the winter feast. Bizarre news from the tomb in the north, Your Majesty. The scholars of Quail University have finished their excavation. Inside, they made contact with an army of warriors made entirely from ice. The frozen soldiers declare their loyalty to King Bjarnolf and ask to be taken to him. Who the blazes is King Bjarnolf? King Bjarnolf died 400 years ago. He was a king back when the north was independent. The ice warriors have trouble understanding this, though. What do you suggest? This new tax is training, but okay with the house still. That is very appreciated still. Yeah. King Bjarnolf is interred in the Hall of Heroes in Wintergate. We could take them to see his skeleton. Perhaps that would persuade them he's dead. A foolish idea. Darth Von Doom, who knows the dark arts. We should break them apart and try to work out the magic that powers them. How fucking perfect is that? How fucking perfect is that? Coming from Darth Von Doom. That is perfect. Oh my god, that's literally the lore that Darth Von Doom wrote for their family. That's amazing. Wow, the game knows. The game knows. Lennox leaves up to Larthanus legacy. Terran Queen raises exorbitant taxes. Just a little munchkin. This is amazing. This game knows. This game knows. I did not ask you, Easterner. Of course. Of course. Oh, that's... this doesn't look good. Oh, Miss Minishu, hi, how you doing? Welcome, thank you for joining. Hello, hello, hello. I really like D. I really like trying D. I really like D. I'm gonna go with D. I'm gonna say let's gamble. I'm gonna say let's gamble and go D. Tell them that I'm King Bjarnolf. Why yes, in the 400-year-old, King Bjarnolf became immortal and learned some things about herself. Yeah, yeah. Diversity win, absolutely. Yeah, I am now Queen Bjarnolf. Deal with it. That's awesome. It's 6-13. This looks like a decided vote. 7-14. Yeah, this looks like it's done. Thrifty. Still voting to seal them up. And Darth Von Doom, of course, wanted to take them apart. I am sorry about this, Darth Von Doom, but we won't be doing that. We won't be doing that. That feels a little too risky for Lennox's purposes, you know? And most importantly, she doesn't want to make either the North or the East happy. I have no idea what happens with this. When the Ice Warriors are told that their ancient King Bjarnolf still rules the kingdom, they accept it without question. That's fantastic. They offer to serve the local northern chiefs as shock troops. They are powerful, dangerous warriors. Yeah, exactly. See? The Ice Warriors are absolutely inclusive. True, trash. That's absolutely true. Oh, she's trans? Cool. Yeah, fantastic. Just glad we'll be getting Ice Warriors on our side, even if they're irreproducible. Yeah, A is in character. Absolutely, I agree. I agree. Yeah. 3 weeks later, the Ice Warriors stand lined up before you and your heart sinks. The southern weather hasn't been kind to them. They're formless, dripping, only vaguely human-shaped, melting into puddles on the floor. well. Their leader steps forward to offer you his sword, but his arm falls off. How was I supposed to know this would happen? The chiefs are furious that you ruined their magical army. I'm sorry, chiefs. Oh god. This may go into the summary, yeah. I think you might be uninvited from Winterfest. God damn it. Well, let's go to Winterfest now. After weeks of leading your baggage train along perilous mountain roads, you finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Bildacerno. The hall is crammed with all the chiefs in the north, sitting cheek to cheek, along tables groaning under the weight of food and ale. Welcome, your majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat, grab a drink. The kingdom doesn't blink when two men marry. While also freaking out if someone is potentially a heretic. True, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. The reception is a little icy. It is customary at Winterfest to exchange gifts with the host. What did you bring? What did I bring? What did I bring? I know that wasn't necessarily your fault, because I expect they would have been able to survive heat if they could be animated, but what the fuck? You know, that thought resonates with me, yeah. One more for the pile. I definitely don't think it's a casket. I think it might be a war horse. But I like the idea of an axe again. No, definitely not a casket. God, the axe would be... matching axes. Yeah, a horse is practical, yeah. Exactly, Lurks. Exactly. Now. Is it gotta be the axe again? Yeah, I think... I think... Didn't King Harald give an axe to taunt the north that even with Torgard's axe that they wouldn't be independent? No, that was our parent. Our parent gave them an axe, saying that with Halbjorn's axe they wouldn't be independent. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that she would actually bring an axe, trying to make it as much a replica of the Halbjorn axe, and giving it, waiting for the reaction of the chiefs. And I imagine the scene where she gives it to the chief. Chief looks at it, confused, and looks at her, and with a smug smile, she's probably gonna say something like, "Oh, you can never have enough, right?" You can never have enough. You never know. Like, one might work. Maybe you get maybe if you get 100 of these, you're actually gonna be independent. You can never have enough. Yeah, let's go with an axe. What extraordinary craftsmanship! Useless as a flagon full of seawater, of course, but it certainly looks pretty. I'll make sure all the chiefs know of your generosity. That sounds a little insulting. That's the purpose. That's exactly the purpose. You deserve a rebellion, you know. Lennox II is absolutely a little smug asshole. Yep. Yep. Axes break all the time. Yep. After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roar, the bars sing songs of the old days, and the lake of ale is consumed. A couple hours in, you are, honestly, absolutely wasted. The chiefs appreciate how much you're getting into the spirit of things. They roar with laughter at your mumbled jokes. Someone claps you on the shoulder so hard, your crown falls into your beer. As winter's feast draws on and the snow piles up outside the doors, the mood in the hall turns raucous. Your memory is blotchy, but you distinctly recall... Perfect woman, Lennox Bearclaw. I feel like a contest, to be honest. I feel like a contest. I feel like a contest. Also, yeah, let's please say she's a werewolf. And not a freaking pig, please. Could it be a fight? Nah. I think it's a contest. At Winterfeast, the chiefs... Oh, an axe throwing contest is so perfect. The chiefs challenge each other to various games. You soon find yourself facing little gay ghosts in... Lurks! You know, I feel like, yeah, probably someone would be like, hey, you want to, like, you're so fond of axes, let's see what you can do with them, right? Yeah. That's a good way to... Like, that would be a way to get back at the queen, right? Yeah, let's do it. An axe throwing contest, absolutely. 5% failed. Aren't you too drunk to be doing this? No! Don't question our queen. You hurl the axe wildly, nearly decapitating a serving girl. Your next 6 attempts also miss the target. By the time victory is declared for Little Gay Ghost, the chiefs are glancing at each other with embarrassment. The next morning, the chiefs are scattered around the hall, groaning and nursing their hangovers. You wake up in an even worse state, sprawled onto a table, your clothing disheveled. Even worse, your crown is missing. Fortunately, Chief Bill the Sereno comes to your rescue. He gets you washed and finds your crown before any rumors can spread. Thank you, Chief. Hiding your embarrassment, you bid farewell to the chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. Yeah, I did not make that good of an impression. Yeah. Sober as a rock. Yeah. The Kellenberg Tribune reports, Midsummer avalanche buries dozens of northern towns. Mountainside ruins discovered in its wake. Council sends aid and scholars, though alleged corruption plague efforts. Oh. Markets waver across the kingdom, hold sturdy under cruel taxes. Queen Lennox II quarantines mystery disease in the east. Old King Bjarnolf still lives. Queen Lennox II declares it so to ice warriors uncovered from the ice, but triumph melts into tragedy as they thaw on the long march south. That's top notch. Triumph melts into tragedy. That's poetry. That's amazing. Thank you, Swede. High as honor. Yeah, she tried her best. It was probably more provocation, right? From the, like, it was taunting, and she couldn't step back. Yeah. Eligible options. I have found 3 potential matches for you. Blah blah blah. Yes, I know. Let's see the eligible bachelorettes. This is Mag, firstborn daughter of the Northern Risk Player clan. She's your typical Northern lass, big, brawny, and honest. In the same way an axe to the face is honest, too many axes. She keeps the company of witch women and god speakers who have taught her mysterious secrets. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Natashka, the eldest daughter of the Eastern King Israel Dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. Half the East are in love with her, apparently, and the other half hate her. She's an intriguing candidate. And finally, we have a bold offering. The March's offering. Helamin, scion of the prestigious Tu Shai Shai bloodline. A typical baroness, really loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. Oh, and she's not popular with the peasantry. Something about her sets their teeth on edge. Mag. Proper egg. Who's the count? It's from King Israel's family. Sounds like a laugh. Actually, is that all? So let me show you the two things, the two people that I'm interested in. We have Mag, the northern candidate. You know, very honest. That's great. Yeah, I'm gonna show you in a second, King Israel. She keeps the company of witch women and god speakers who have taught her mysterious secrets. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. You know, I'm kind of digging this one. Reason being, witch women and god speakers taught her mysterious secrets. Maybe they know something about the curse. Even how, you know, they treat with Ulthrander and stuff. Real go-getter. Yeah, exactly. She may be able to help with your werebore issue. There you go, Risk Player. You got that. You got that. The Albion Library declares blue dust shown to be harmful to all who use it, causing magical mutation with prolonged use. Oh my god. New weapons gunpowder combined with martial runes created by Jacob Steel, making simple bullets being able to pierce full plate mail. The Age of Knights is over. Holy shit. I mean, that's what I was thinking too, Lurks. Natashka, eldest daughter of the Eastern King Israel Dynasty, apparently had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. Half the East are in love with her. The other half hate her is what is getting to me, you know, it's... I think it's probably gonna be Mag. And I think that, like, so with these, I think that Lennox is basically kind of trying to attack the North's unity. Alright? Because she took away military from them. Then she attended Winterfeast and gave a controversial gift. Participated in the spirit of the feast. So she's doing things that some chiefs may appreciate and some others may not appreciate. And here she is marrying the daughter of a lesser lineage, right? Because the... Oh god, what's the family again? The Risk Player. The Risk Player family, since Risk Player has only has joined the dynasty today, this probably means that it's a very recent noble family. So it's a lesser house in the north at the moment. So that could make, you know, infighting happen. Sorry, Liz, she taken chat immediately mentions polyamory. Absolutely, yeah. Last time a Mag of the North married a queen, it ended poorly. Oh my god, you're right. But yeah, that could be, that is coincidence, right? Yeah, lesser clan, I think. Who's the honor guard? Veterans. Yeah, the fact that half the East hate your daughter doesn't convince me, so I'm gonna go with Mag. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. End the season. Yeah, that's true. We need funds. We need funds. We absolutely need funds. Let's go. Solidly endorsed. Welcome back and thank you for joining. How you doing? We really need funds here. Are we winning? Yes. I don't even know what that means, but yes. So... no, not more stones. You show up in this event? Wait, which... who? Oh, you. If you show up in this event. Well, you are the richest one. So... yeah. Your Highness, merchants are visiting the march from as far afield as Valamir and Atesh. Our quarterly figures are stunning. Ah, merchants. Hey, I agree, but they're a small price to pay for the prices they pay. Your Highness, this marcher economist has an audacious idea for all this wealth. Call it an experiment. We give the peasants gold. Whether or not they're working, this will ensure a base level of comfort and security for all. I'm so glad I gave Lurks mod privileges, because that's exactly the use I wanted them to make of them. But Mario is a good, you know, it's a good lad. Great God, what are you saying? That we should hand out cash for nothing? With respect, how is that different from barons receiving fees from their serfs? It's completely different, Your Majesty. This lunacy cannot possibly be considered. So we could have a party, or we could have a tax. Or we could implement this. You want a party? I mean, yeah, we did pass this one. We might... it's probably like reforming it a little bit. Actually, you know what? You know what? I think it might be B, now that I think about it. Marley, you are filthy rich. You have 13,650 gold. Yeah, exactly. I think we spread it, right? I think it just makes sense to spread it. Yeah, exactly. Like, we made this strong economy in the March, and I think that now we make strong economy in the other regions as well. Why the hell not? Let's just make this kingdom amazing. Yeah, encourage the merchants to visit other regions across the kingdom too. Absolutely. Though I hate the march, I love the idea of giving some peasants universal basic income. We did that already last time. Lennox is going to be like, how about having the other regions have this event for a change? Yeah, I think House Tide is absolutely the richest one in the kingdom. Nope. House Ephraim Bazaar is. By very little though. I just want to party. Because of roleplay reasons, if I spend money, Hesperus becomes the richest in the March. Right now, Aviana is old, is too paranoid to want none of that. I mean, you can spend a couple thousand. You freaking money hoarder. Now the rest of the kingdom has universal basic income. Yes, hopefully. Let's see. We all know who's the poorest. I don't know. We might have somebody with 0. Yeah, the poorest is 2 shy. There you go. 543. That's an incredibly odd number. Encourage merchants to visit other regions across the kingdom too. Great God, but those are our merchants. It's tough for the barons to give up some of their monopoly. But as merchants extend trade routes across the kingdom, the other regions quickly feel the benefit. More and more counting houses are built, and long-abandoned roads are rebuilt to allow for safe passage of caravans. That's amazing. There you go. That's amazing. Good stuff. Good stuff. So now let's go with the Mad Professor. It's time for your meeting with Professor Arthurus, the man who will supposedly cure you of your horrid bloody dreams. Ah, your majesty, you have quite the rotten pickle on your hands. Bad dreams, huh? You could say that. You're in luck. You're speaking to the foremost unraveler of the apiary's mysteries anywhere in the kingdom. But first, my fee. Jesus. Yeah, we prepared for this, luckily. Here you go. Wonderful. Now please get comfortable. Arthurus helps you lie on his shiny operating table, then restrains you with thick leather straps. Are you sure this is safe? Absolutely. At least 80% safe, I'd say. That's not reassuring. He pricks your arm with a small needle and you fall into his blissfully dreamless sleep. When you awake, Arthurus is sitting in a nearby chair, nervously biting his nails. It's worse than I thought, your majesty. Your dreams are not mere nightmares. You carry the beast within your blood. I know that, you idiot! With all due respect, your majesty, this is no longer a simple sleep consultation. So what are you going to do about it? Only someone with knowledge of ancient magic can cure this affliction. All I can offer is this poppy decoction to help keep the dreams at bay. Perhaps that will lessen the urges? Ah, shit. I'll take it. Of course, your majesty. You take the potion regularly, though it tastes like honey and rubbing alcohol. Mercifully, the dreams fade, but not completely. Seek out a woods witch for folk remedy. While the spy master keeps an ear out for rumors of magic, you begin your search in your spare time. You can only hope that you find someone before something terrible happens. Ah, God. She's so freaking concerned. Actually, did you know poppy infusions are amazing for sleep and for coughs? They're really, really good. Your wedding to Mag is naturally the talk of the kingdom. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Wedding time! It feels like you're the only one taking part. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Mag at your side. St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Mag at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. You're welcome, barons. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Mag, delivers a short but heartfelt toast expressing a wish to get to know you better. The talk of the kingdom, aka the lesbians of the kingdom, are in shambles. That's probably, yeah, that's how it went. By the time you find yourself alone with Mag, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. I miss the north, it's too warm down here. And people twist their words that don't mean what they say. What do you mean? Everyone down here speaks in circles, insulting each other without really insulting each other. I don't know how you stand it. It's tough, but I have to do my duty. By the old gods, I feel for you. I couldn't do it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you. Okay. 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 A good lady, it has come to my notice that you have been feeling unwell. Remember, the Albion Library is always open to you. Thank you. Thank you, Steele. I hope that can come of help. Deep in the forests of the March, Baron Maidenless has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold! Your Highness, what are you doing here? It's such an hour. I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any... Ha! Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the Queen. It's a peasant who's the Queen's spitting image. I thought you were... loyal? Honest Swede? Huh. Huh. Great God, and just in time, the spymaster trusts us and we can move on to the next phase. Kidnapping the Queen and putting this fool in her place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos, bad enough that the Queen's abduction can slip past unnoticed. For the next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less and choose seasons. Oh god, sweet helping in the doppelganger scheme makes so much sense after the expedition to Churt. Actually, Marley. The Honest Swede, in the most recent update to the Arlinsk family lore, says that the effects of the expedition to Chur have been subsiding. So maybe that's not why. Let's go. Not gonna lie, I think my Baron isn't gonna keep working on this scheme. They like a stable kingdom because it means less work for them to do. That's reasonable, yeah. A new plague. Let's go with the rare reagents first. Ah, Lennox, I've come to ask a favor. I recently purchased a very rare reagents for one of my alchemical studies. Since when did you do alchemical studies? God damn it. I thought you would be helpful. The power to task of a greater black march boar. Unfortunately, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Baroness Miss Minichu. It'd be a great favor to me if you could chase it up on my behalf. She's trying to help, you think? I think it might be the first time, yeah, Dragon Pit. Do you really think she's trying to help? I'll look into it. The gods are good, let me know how you fare. You summon Baroness Miss Minichu II to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Yeah, it might be Lurks, yeah. Hail, my liege, what can I do for you? I hear you have something for my wife. Unfortunately, I can't give you the task just yet. It's quite embarrassing, really, but it was stolen by a jealous rival hunter. Baron Steel 40k to be precise. By rights, it was my trophy to sell. I killed the beast fair and square, but he disagreed, of course. Said that it wasn't his land, so it should be his. Regardless, I've been trying to get it back so that I can present it to your wife as I promised, to no avail. You didn't have the correct permit. Why can't you just find a new one? I'm afraid the greater black march boar are an extremely rare specimen. Over the centuries, they've been hunted by many people to near extinction. Your wife paid good money for the genuine article. If I were to send a normal task in its place, the Queen Consort would surely know, and then she'd have my head. Only the task of the greater black marsh boar possesses alchemical properties. I'll order this task returned to you. He sent a sternly worded letter to Baron Steel 40k detailing all the laws you could arrest him under for acting against the Queen Consort. Mag receives the task before week's end. She is most pleased with it. That worked? That worked nicely! Nice! That worked. Thank you for cooperating, Steel. Appreciate that. Of course I would not deny the Queen. Of course you wouldn't. Things going well in King of the Castle, right? Incredible. Unexpected. The plant or the plague? The plant or the plague? Let's do the plant. Count Electri. God damn it, Electri. Strides into the council chamber, brandishing a clay pot from which grows a long leafy plant with floppy yellow flowers. Our expert farmers have discovered a new kind of plant, Your Highness. I thought you might like to name this exciting new discovery. Geranium sounds fine, you know? You know what? I like geranium. Or, there's already a plant called a geranium, Your Majesty. How dare you defy your queen? Very well, geranium it is. This stuff grows... This is so silly. I thought there were no geraniums in this world. I have to go, but this is a hidden gem. I will make a lore page in the Discord soon. Hell yeah, Ty! Thank you so much. That is extremely kind of you to say. I'm really happy you stumbled upon our channel. Thank you so much for sticking around with us and playing. I'm glad you had a good time, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you again next time. Take care. Have a good one. And I'm looking forward to the lore as well. Bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That kind of stuff warms my heart. Oh, geraniums are great. I agree. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you again. Bye. The stuff grows wonderfully fast. It tastes horrible, but the farm animals don't mind. I suggest we grow it in the east as livestock feed. Or perhaps it would make a nice addition to the palace decor. Yeah, the dust plant. I had no doubt about it. Yeah, we could cultivate in the east. That's amazing. That sounds great. I don't see any reason to not do that. A or C? Why? I think it's gonna be B, right? I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think we should cultivate it. Yeah, let's go. I think we should cultivate it. That helps the kingdom, right? Like better farming helps the kingdom, so I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Like, as much as Lennox doesn't like, you know, like counts and chiefs for the treatment that they are giving her parent, she still cares for the well-being of the kingdom. Geranium in flower language means calling somebody childish, which I think is very funny considering Lennox pulled the "I'm the queen, listen to me" card. I didn't know that. Wait a sec, am I getting my games mixed up, or did we have an incident where we cultivated the stuff and created a weird non-Euclidean field? Oh no, this is it, yeah. Yeah, this is it. And the previous monarch actually called it, I think, or Harald called it. Yeah. Yeah, Harald had called it. Awesome, thank you. So cultivate it in the east. Eastern farmers plant fields of geranium to support their livestock. It spreads alarmingly fast and the pastures become known as the Geranium Sea. Villagers claim you could walk for a day and not reach the end. I'm not sure that's great, actually. Really, you do? That's awesome, Asperas. That's a thing that I know nothing about, but there's so much to know. Oh, Ty! I thought you were gone. Thank you so much for the support. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much for 100 bits. That's so nice of you. Like, every tiny bit helps a lot in my life, in this moment of my life, so thank you. I really appreciate this, truly. Thank you. Had to do this. Coffee, yeah. Thank you for the coffee. Thank you for the coffee. I really appreciate this, truly. Thank you. Happy you found us. Like, people spending time here is the best reward, to be honestly. Like, this is, I'm not gonna stop saying this. Like, the best thing y'all can do is spend time here, you know, contributing with creativity. That's the best reward ever, because it means that what we're doing is actually, you know, valuable in a way, and any extra support is extra. It's extra. It's unnecessary. Still, it does help. So thank you. 20 smugglers hung in state. Oh my god, this is like a massacre. Girl's trip to the Geranium Sea was with me. Yeah, no. Geraniums are fine. They're not monster plants. No. Absolutely not. Let's have a plague, shall we? Baspier, hey, do you want to dance? Your Highness, the East has been struck with plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague. You're pulling my leg. This is no laughing matter, Your Highness. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. Maybe. Well... I see what y'all are gonna be doing here. Yeah, B actually does sound decent. B does sound decent. So I'm going to say, like, the obvious thing would be, the great thing to do would be going A. But I know you won't do that. So I think that he's probably gonna do this. Yeah. Once a benevolent and kind-hearted countess, Lady Israel had always been adored by the people of the eastern villages. Her grace and compassion were legendary, and she had dedicated her life to ensuring the prosperity and well-being of her subjects. However, a dark and mysterious force had taken control of her mind, turning her into a merciless destroyer. Damn, that's rough. Wait, what? A is passing? No way you're doing this. Is this the most amazing council ever? No way. This is the greatest council ever. I'm amazed. Wow, okay. But this council actually cares for the kingdom. I feel blessed. I just want to boogie though. I don't feel like dancing. We must prevent the spread of this for the people. I agree. I can't dance, don't make me dance. It would have been a good occasion to learn, but that's amazing. The queen is... Honestly, the queen is starting to think about her nobles again. You know, is starting to have to reconsider her opinions on her nobles. Though the move seems drastic to some, it is the only way to be sure this plague does not become a serious problem. The counts agreed to enforce your quarantine. Only time will tell if it's an effective solution or not. Okay. An auction time here. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Let's go, everybody. Exclamation mark. Fun followed by the letter of the bill you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Yeah, that stuff, King Israel, I definitely suggest posting on Discord if it's that long, because otherwise I'm never going to be able to read all of that. Your options here are lowering stability with A, lowering military for the barons with B, breaking that perfect 10-10-10, raising stability with C, lowering authority with D, lowering farming for the counts with E, and raising trade for the counts with F. What do you want to do, y'all? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Books are back on the menu. Yes, they are. 10 seconds left. So do your thing. 5 seconds left. So what passed? Was it? Oh, CNA, fantastic. So a library and a prison. Raising stability and lowering stability. Steel wants more stability and more libraries. Hesperus wants more prisons and more chaos. You scheming piece of crap. And now the subsidiary of Albion. I love this. I love this. Yeah, Lurk's worst timing in the world. So... 600 gold to my name. You do. Just like jails. Oh, God. Witch hunting. Let's go. For weeks you've searched for a witch or warlock that can treat your dark and bloody dreams. Knowing the church would be outraged if they found you, you must take discreet action in your witch hunt. Have your army scour the countryside. Well, that's an easy choice. Yeah. Every lesbian in the kingdom is I'm a witch. I'm a witch. I can, I can solve the queen's problems if you leave me alone with her for a little bit. Is it what Lennox would do? Honestly, I think that in this situation, Lennox would go with the thing that would grant her the better chance of success. Because she's just very, very worried. So she would probably ask her, like the Spy Master and the other advisors, what do you think would be the best way to go? And would go with that one. Yeah. I can fix her. Yeah. As quietly as possible, loyal officers and generals all over the kingdom keep an eye out for anyone who could help you. Can only hope a clue turns up soon. Not only are the dreams getting more frequent, they're more vivid. You're starting to doubt their dreams at all. Wow, this doesn't give me a resolution. No way. How about your heir? Your marriage to Mag has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Rats in order, you still miss an heir. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the game is teasing. True, true, true. Steel is educating. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, I see your point, Trash, but I think that Lennox is getting desperate, so she would be willing to run a little risk of it being, of it surfacing. Like, she's like, okay, if I am too careful and end up dying, nothing's gonna matter. If it surfaces, like, it's better for it to surface and then finding a cure than it to remain hidden and dying. Oh, I really want to see that game. I really want to play that game, yeah. I really want to play that freaking game, Dark from Doom. I don't think it's gonna be lowborn. That's just completely insane. But I think it's going to be a youngest cousin. So not a direct heir. You know? Awesome, King Israel. Thank you. I'm gonna read about it later. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna play it on stream, at least not in the foreseeable future. But that's a game that I want to check out for sure. At some point in the future. Soon, TM. Like, at some point, TM. Not even soon. But it looks amazing. I'm usually, a bit turned off by things that are horror-ish. But that looks interesting on a narrative standpoint, so yeah. Favorite sequence in a game and the Princess A+, awesome. Yeah, I definitely need to check that out. I pledge my loyalty to the true Queen Lennox. I appreciate that, Risk Player. That is very, very nice of you. Well, I think it's gonna be youngest cousin. Because it's not a direct descendant. So hopefully that breaks the curse. That's the reasoning. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. Will make the arrangements at once. Fantastic. Pagan prophecies. The Northern Chief Scott speakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. Let me guess, you think it's all fake? Of course it's fake. Nothing those pagan gods have ever said or done is real. This is but one of countless myths used to justify the behavior of immature heathens. What she means to say is the chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many Northerners believe it. Cut to the chase, what do we need to do? We must ensure that faith in the Ninth God is strong across the kingdom. It will be our best defense against the pagans. Unfortunately, A is not going to be enough. So the best thing we can do is just delay the scheme. And I think that the queen is gonna go like this, so that hopefully she has more funds to pay the witch next season. Because she knows, like, she assumes that she's gonna have to pay the witch. I want her to step on me. Yeah, sure, Marley. Those immature heathens, with the help of your predecessor, plunged the kingdom into nightmare tyranny. Best beware of them, High Inquisitor. Yeah. So I think that the only option here is B, right? So yeah. The only reasonable option is B. Because A is not enough. A is not enough. Risk player, I appreciate your loyalty. Melty Penguins, thank you so much for playing with us. I hope you had a good time. Have a great night, and hopefully see you around next time. Keep in mind that Friday is going to be the last regular stream for a little bit, because I'm going to be out of town starting from next week until the end of the month. So hopefully, fingers crossed, see you on Friday. Take care. Still one stop from voting A. Yeah, that's reasonable. All right. Okay, this is closer than I was hoping for. And we have risk player and actual literal trash being loyal. It's much appreciated, everybody. It's much appreciated. Lurks, you voted. Wait. Where's your vote, Lurks? Do you want to join again? Do you want to try to join again? Yeah, you're not in the game, Lurks. Yeah, now you are. Try to vote. The Barons are as close to loyalty as we can get. Yeah, that's true. Okay, now you're in the game. Welcome back. Yeah, you were not in the game. There you go. Okay. Awesome. 10 to 9, I think. I'm gonna count down from 5. And then we're gonna go. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go. Ooh, that was very close. The latest scheme. You have your scholars and theologians discover now the prophecy which contradicts the first, written on older stone tablets found in the same archaeological site. The northern commoners are not sure who to believe. You've bought yourself some time. Because of your marriage to my daughter, that makes you family. And as a chief, family is everything. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. And you know, at first, I didn't agree with this, but given how the marriage is going, I now tend to agree with that. I don't suppose I still would be interested in access to marriage. Okay. Somewhere in the March, Baron Maidenless sits at a banquet gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The kingdom is at peace and everyone's looking for a new scandal to focus on, not exactly the right climate to abduct the queen. I could go punch the archbishop if you think that would cause enough of a distraction. While it would be amusing, I doubt it'd be enough. We need total chaos across the whole kingdom. I could punch him really hard. The Baron's Angel or stability to 4 or less. Honest Swede, that's a great proposition. Can we all punch the Archbishop? Yeah, then now that would be something. Can we change our scheme to punching the Archbishop? Too easy, too easy. Everybody would vote for that. In the east, Count Reaper and the Wizard Pestia are standing atop our grim windowless tower, swept by howling winds and lashed by rain. I notice the kingdom is still a swarm with bees. What happened to our arrangement? Please, just give me a few more months. By the blood of the dead, I won't let you down. You better not. Unless you want leprosy. Oh my god. Reaper. Reaper. Punch hard enough to lose 4 stamina. Alright. That's not how leprosy works. I mean, for Pestia it is. Common tax here. Just a common tax. Nah, just a common tax. Just a common tax. Just a common tax. Oh no. The fucking poxes. I don't want to... Oh my god, what is this turn? Oh my god, what is this season? Ah, god. This season is... Yep, Pestia is frustrated. The plagues are back, yeah. Enough with the dust. Stop it. Yeah, this is a bad season. Yeah, the North is doing well. Prince of Egypt plus season, yep. The plagues. Let's hope that spring is gonna be better than this winter. Winter 1052 is gonna be remembered as... Oof, rough winter. Winter 1052. Really bad. Oh, that's true. That's true, actually, Dragon Pit. Like, of all the regions where this could happen, the March is probably the best one, because the March is the one with the most solid economy and stats. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely recover better than others. Definitely better than the Chiefs. Look at this. So, let's take a look at... City in Flames. 2020 mod. Oh no, 2020 mood. Your Highness, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Mezangern. Damn, this portrait is cool. Where once there were buildings, there is now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of peasants have died. What caused this fire? Can I go back out of the game? Cow kicked over a lantern, Your Majesty. Some milkmaid was burning the midnight oil and must have had unexpectedly cold hands. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your city has gone up in flames. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds for the treasury so we could rebuild. How much? 1,500. Holy fuckaroni. I mean, we're gonna rebuild here, right? We're gonna rebuild, I think. We gotta rebuild this. We gotta rebuild this. I'm gonna say we rebuild this. Yeah, I'm going to say we rebuild this. Like, we gotta help the peasants. We gotta help the peasants. House still declare martial law in response to the crystal pox. Damn. I love this council. This council has been incredibly united on matters that are relevant for the kingdom. Like, Lennox II is really starting to appreciate her nobles. Like, she's really starting to have, you know? Yeah, and you trust in them. Let's go. Let's go. A few votes for D, but yeah. You order the immediate reconstruction of Mezangern. The cheap wooden houses take no time to build and are soon populated by candle-wielding, dry blanket-bearing common folk. What could go wrong? Base queen catches fields. Yeah, apparently. Let's do the pox last, right? Vines. Electri. Our lovely geranium is flourishing, which is wonderful, but a few naysayers are concerned. Which is ridiculous. The vegetation only swallowed a few villages. It's all perfectly fine. A few villages, you say? Get me the best lawyer. Offload the excess geranium to Ashmead? That's genius. So, I'm going to veto this. We have lawyers. Maybe the real scheme was the good deeds along the way. I don't think I've ever seen B either. And it sounds like an absolutely great idea. I'm gonna veto that, because that sounds dangerous. And then, yeah. Like, the queen likes both other things. Like, both other options. Probably preferring Ashmead. An absolute dick move. Great idea. God, this would prepare for a war against Ashmead. Amazingly, right? If you think about it. Alright. Yeah, we offload this to Ashmead. Fantastic. I and many other nobles implore you to illegalize this blue dust, or at least limit its spread. You know? I think that's a reasonable request. It's probably gonna be... you know what? I think that the queen would probably... Like, after a request like that, the queen would probably say, okay, hold every kind of commerce of the substance and give samples of it to Quail University so that it can be studied. If Quail University says, okay, it's fine to sell it, then you can go back to selling it. What is that? What symbol is... Oh, it's... Oh god, it's a... It's a thing. Clearly limiting its spread transit to Ash. With the option to improve or ruin your relationship with Ashmead, right? Counter attempt to assassinate Baron Steel. He will stop at nothing to fill his own coffers. What are you doing, y'all? Yeah, I think we should still stop that until Quail University can examine it. You want to make an alliance with Ashmead? It's a raccoon? It's a honey badger, I think, or something. It's a legendary gerbil. Quail University, the FDA? Maybe. Maybe. Prolonged use. Tasmania and eventual magic mutation. A second. Oh god, I'm missing a word. Wait. Parere. Oh my god. What's parere in English? Second take. A second take. A second take doesn't hurt, right? Yeah, second opinions. Second take, I think, is what I'm thinking of. So yeah, definitely, please send it over to Quail University and stop selling it until Quail University gets back to you. Offload the excess geranium to Ashmead. Harvesting isn't easy with the scent from the blooms causing euphoria then exhaustion, but the coal reduces the spread. Huge quantities of geranium are sold off to Ashmead as cheap animal feed, and the counts are delighted by such an economic boost. That worked! That worked perfectly! Oh my god! Okay. Now let's deal with the pox. Let's show the world that we actually are a powerhouse. And nothing can stop us. Your Highness, I bring bad news. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the march. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion, victims of crystal pox are infectious at the boil stage. Once they're fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, the pox crystals can be harvested and used in jewelry. If we allowed the pox to spread, we could make money in the march. By the 9th, woman. What the fuck? The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want? For the march to lose money? The Blue Dust chat storyline is so going to be in the summer at this point. Probably, yeah. Yeah, that didn't blow up in her face. Incredible. Yeah, I think this would get the treasury fired, right? The treasurer fired. Quarantine the freaking march. Quarantine the freaking march. Quarantine the freaking march. Didn't your ancestor make money off this at some point? I don't know. Did they? I don't remember. Quarantine us, will handle it. I trust you will. We're a united kingdom. We're a strong kingdom. We can get through this. Tracker the second is so frustrated over the lack of cheer. She's resorting to extreme measures. Yeah, probably. United Kingdom match. Fantastic. Oh my god. I think Lennox has complete trust in her council. Yeah. Blockades are placed on the roads leading in and out of the marsh. Nobody goes in or out. For a month, the crystal pox ravages the countryside. When the blockades are lifted, many fields lie fallow with no farmers left to tend them. Martial villages are dotted with the gleaming statues of the afflicted. But thanks to the council's quick thinking, the disease doesn't spread beyond the marsh's borders. Good job, everyone! Oh my god, I'm so proud of y'all. Once the roads reopen, the barons harvest gemstones from the quarantine dead and sell them at a tidy profit. I'm so incredibly proud. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fevered pitch. Oscar, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the king in the north, the Lord Render, soon to be king of all the kingdom. Oh man, Clue made money. Oh my god, that is so terrible. No wonder people just decided to freaking get her out. Oscar is God, what family was Oscar's from? I don't remember. We'll see if they decide to be dishonorable again. It's not, you know, it's not certain yet. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Valtor. Glory to Morgana in the north. Oh, Katori. Right. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Many faithful warriors of Valtor have already joined our cause, fellow chiefs. Now we must bring down the false queen in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. Are you gonna be dishonorable again, chiefs? Are you gonna lure the queen to the north and sacrifice her in a pagan ritual, trying to lower your own defiance? Or are you going to sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods and call upon them to intervene? Oh, it looks like you want to be dishonorable. You know no honor, huh? You know no honor in this kingdom. Oh, this is gonna be such a bad show. This is gonna be such a bad show. Surely the chiefs know better than to go away or face the consequences? Apparently not. Yeah, and the chiefs keep being mean to the nice monarchs. Yep. This is for giving us all these damn access. Oh, there will be consequences. Oh no, it's slower defiance. Seriously, what's that? Surely they know better than to be dishonorable again? Nope. No to Disushiro again! Yeah, no worries, risk player. It would still have been 5 against 3, so yeah. Yeah, there you go. Oh boy, time to meet the nobles I finally started to care about, right? Yeah. So it is destined, so it will be. Spread the word to all Morgana's children. The throne breaker has risen, and the false queen will fall. But first we drink in honor of the gods. Yeah, Alex Zypher. Honor is dead, as you mentioned, and you are here. More cheers are up throughout the client hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of the scheme, the chiefs must lower their defiance to 1 or less. This is why we get trust issues, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, Mag. Oh my god. It's Mag again. Nobody believes you, trash. Chug's ale as laughter fills the merry halls of this you asshole. Chiefs. Your access pranks are so fun, Your Highness. We'll kill you and bathe in your blood. Yeah, that's accurate. That's how I imagine it. So... who was Mag from? I don't remember. The Barons left the palace to bring the Queen's parent to power. Now they speak of honor. It's a different thing. It's a different thing. It's Lowell Nemesis who actually do that. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember which family Mag was from, though. Well, let's see. No, the other Mag, the previous Mag. I think he might be... You know what? I think we're gonna move from Monarch's Iron Choice to Call for Unity. Or not. Is that gonna happen? No, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Magpasnik. Oh, right. Thank you. The Stone Maiden too! I don't believe this. Oh my god. I was thinking about that, Lurks, but I don't think... You know? I think she has trust issues a little bit. So, like, she's probably a bit paranoid in that she feels like that's all a ploy. Oh my god, the Stone Maiden. So let's go with these first, because I think this is about Ashmead. A letter from Ashmead, Your Majesty. Oops. I'm afraid the uranium you sold them has overrun their villages, just as it threatened to do in the east. Whoops! Who could have ever thought that would happen? I convinced them that it was not intentional, but relations remain tense. I suggest we send them something else to suit the situation. Oopsie doopsie. Send a gift by way of apology? Never. Ignore the letter? This isn't our fault. The counts should send something? No. Can we please just ignore this letter? Yeah, we did nothing wrong. What the fuck? Hi, we surfer across the acre and we really like your vibe. Want to come and grab a drink with us? We must clear up this diplomatic incident. I agree with Hesperus here. Yeah, I don't think it's our fault. Yeah. Fuck them, we hate them. We've always hated them. I say we just blatantly ignore the letter. Finally finished this short side story. Oh, awesome. I don't recognize Ashmead as a country. He got lost in the mail. Yeah, he never got here. Yeah. Unfortunately, the current head of house is nice and diplomatic and will go for C. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Fuck Ashmead. All my homies hate Ashmead. Agreed. Let's go. Let's fail these 90%. Ooh, thank God. You hear no more complaints from the Empire. Because we are too strong. We are too strong. That's why it's a military thing. We are too militarily strong. Oh my God, they're scared to say anything. Yeah. And the Chancellor reports a polite and friendly lunch with the Ashmeadian emissary. Ashmead does not wish to risk an aggressive response by pressing the matter. We are too fucking strong. Wow, our military is scaring Ashmead. Can you believe that? Wow. We are the strong one now. You know, it's usually them who have the upper hand diplomatically because they are so big and strong and have such a wide army. And now it's us. Now it's us. Now Ashmead looks at us and thinks, oh no, they're strong. They're scary. We shouldn't risk it. We have achieved strength here. Wow, Lennox is so cool. I'm sure she's going to be a great queen. Yeah, sure. Sure, that's what exactly what's going to happen. The weak should fear the strong, yes. And this is me being a peacekeeper. Let's keep it that way, shall we? Yes. Yeah, Lurks. You got it precisely. That's nice still. Of course. The people have no fault. Yeah, we did win a war, yep. And we are even stronger now, so it only makes sense. As for the geranium, the source of all this tension, it's hard to keep it under control, and Eastern farmers must constantly battle to ensure it does not spread too far again. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's go through the ritual here. It took an eternity, but one of your generals has finally returned with a substantial lead on a powerful witch. Her name is Magdalene. Not Mag, come on. And she has agreed to meet you. Oh, 999. It's agreed to meet you with you in a secluded grove just outside the Drakurshof in the north. Is this just Pestia without a mask? Kinda looks like Pestia without a mask. Cute, right? Cute goth girl. Regarding her for the first time, you know she's very much a witch. Thick, ragged hair, toothy green. The only thing she's missing is a pointy hat. Nope, different witch. She's cute, yeah, I agree. Pestia has more bones. True, true. You have the scent of the beast on you, your majesty. I see why you have come. What's happened to me? You have been inflicted by a therianthropic curse. You have become a were creature. She sniffs at you. More specifically, you are a were. To be cured, you will need to undergo a dangerous ritual. I can help you, but you must be prepared. Or, I can help you overcome the spirit within you, giving you control of your new power. but their ritual is more dangerous. What will this cost me? I will not charge you, Your Highness, if that is what you're asking. A chance to work my magic upon you is enough. Of course I'm sniffing you. I can sniff you all day if you want. Just rid me of this curse, I beg you. First, we must procure a number of rare ingredients. I will need the antlers of an ancient whiter stag, a live goat, a moonstone dagger, and a bottle of wine. Red only, please. Chianti. Most of these things I can procure myself with time, but any help would be appreciated. If you wish to be cured quickly, especially with the dot. I will find the dot, the comma, but you must sorceress. This sucks, because the first one sends the kingdom into bankruptcy, and I don't know if Lennox would do that. Goddamn SCP. I've been watching some Alan Wake 2 gameplay this past few days, and oh boy, that game. I really need to play Control. Yeah, I can sniff you all day. That's what you want. No problem. Yeah. So... Sneak, welcome back. How you doing? My uncle's cat was called Sneak. That's a cute name. Pasnik Prime. I came to see you do the magic thing. That's awesome. Glad to hear you're doing well, man. Thank you for joining us for this very important moment. I'm thinking here, if Queen Lennox... Would Queen Lennox... I love every pass. That's so genius, man. No, Lurks! What the... What the fuck? God damn it, Lurks. Well, there you go. Yeah, the red wine is absolutely for drinking, yeah. I hate you and love you at the same time, man. So, I'll gladly pay the price. $1,600 would send this to... No, I don't think... I think that this is where she draws the line. Like, she's been using the treasury's money, but she would never hurt the kingdom to do this. So she wouldn't send the kingdom into bankruptcy. So she would find the comma. But yeah. You commit to finding the most important ingredient, but allow Magdalene to pick up the more mundane elements. It takes her some time to collect everything, during which you lie low. When you next meet with Magdalene, she has prepared a ritual circle in her grove. The goat is brought before the oldest tree in the circle, then slaughtered with a moonstone dagger. She can't do the ritual sober. She's too nice, right? She loves the kingdom. She's a good queen. The blood mixes with the wine which she bids you drink, before tying you down to a stone altar. What about the... Patience, Your Majesty. Magdalene then takes a mortar and pestle and mixes the redacted in with the blood wine, creating a thick, mushy paste. It's a 100% chance! Oh my god, it's 100%! It's 100%! She's too nice, she's too good. It's 100%! It's incredible! The moment the substance passes your lips, horrible sights stream about your vision. Let's go. Pain streaks through your body as you thrash at the bindings. The Great Spirit roars in defiance, then starts to fade. The last thing you see before you pass out are its eyes staring deep into yours. We are stronger. We are stronger. Glory to the Monarch. Yendo Gaming, welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? You are the Count. Hello, hello. How you doing? Flying so high that the sun will burn your wings. Yeah, right? God, now I truly see why y'all love Tatiana. I was a message in the stream. Lennox is saying it's so nice and she's gonna get sent to the slaughter. Yep. Yeah. When you awake... Holy shit! When you awake, the grove has withered and died. The ritual did not go quite as planned. I had to draw much more power than anticipated. Your royal blood made things difficult. I regret picking A. Lennox is cool. Yeah. Yeah. But the ritual was a success. You can rest easy, Your Majesty. The nightmare is over. Her royal blood. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is an omen. This is an omen. Absolutely. And this is like this season, so yeah. Wow. Yeah. Lennox II cannot be contained. And now, you know what's the worst part? Is that she feels at the same time relieved and extremely guilty. She feels like she has to compensate the Chiefs. And that's probably gonna be why she goes in the north. At their invitation. Wait, finish that thought, Northwind. Old man Thrifty II here with bad news. Yeah, the betrayal is gonna be terrible. I love her too much, stop, I can't do this right now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that she truly feels guilty that she used, you know, that her cure cost so much to the north that when the Chiefs invite her to whatever it is that their excuse is, she's gonna be more than happy to go, with the intent to mend what she did, and hoping that that will, you know, hopefully give a solution to the terrible farming situation in the north. Whew. I slept for 2 hours last night and I'm overly emotional. I might actually cry. That's absolutely fine. Like, I cry all the time for fictional stories, movies, or role-playing. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I will write a letter to warn the Queen of impending danger. If the scheme passes, it means that somebody probably intercepted it. Alright. Kill your gay stroke, yeah. Behold, Your Majesty. Let's see who died. Let's see who died. Oh no, Miss Miniature. Baron Thrifty II pulls aside a tarpaulin to reveal a grand... How do I pronounce this? This is it tarpaulin? Tarpaulin? Is it at a la French? Tarpaulin? Tarpaulin? Is it a la French or a la Anglais that I pronounce this? Baroness of the Heretical Heart, yep. The tarp, yeah, I mean... Tarpaulin. Okay, so a la Anglais. The Marchboard Task Trader, yeah. Pulls aside a tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Baroness Miss Miniature II. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. sort of run together as one. Tarpaulin. Tarpaulin. Awesome. Tarpaulin. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Set side. Is it not? Tarpaulin Stone Mini. That's not a statue, is it? Absolutely absurd, Your Majesty. This is all that remains of my fellow Baroness. It seems that Stone Maiden is abroad in the marsh. I know she's abroad now. Isn't there a fairy tale about the Stone Maiden? Old women scare their children with tales of her, eh? She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. Google says tarpaulin. Tarpaulin. Okay. Tarpaulin. Okay, good. Tarpaulin. She must have ambushed Baroness Miss Minishu II on her latest hunting trip. Please, Your Majesty, we must do something. Miss Minishu III, welcome to the council. Let's see what our options are. We have no money to hire a wizard. I think we're gonna do... Everybody, this is probably going to be the last thing we do tonight. As a queen, let's do things the Bearclaw way. Let's send an army to smash this thing to rubble. Let's show them who we are. Shiny Corks, welcome. How are you doing? She's a maiden. Hey, Wizard just show up. You're right. Of course, Thrifty. Of course. Of course. If it goes poorly, you know what it means for you. If it goes poorly, you know what it means for you. Let's see if this is going to be the last show of our strength or a dire omen of what's to come. Let's see. March your troops, find the Stone Maiden waiting for them in a foggy swamp. Her eyes blazing through the swirling mist, she beckons. Yeah, don't worry, Shiny Quirks. Let's see. It's a success. We are strong until the very end. Until mischief and dishonor take us away. A terrible battle ensues with hundreds of soldiers turned to stone. At long last, endless hammer blows shatter the Stone Maiden into 1,000 tiny pieces. The barons see this victory as a sign of the Ninth God's favor, and who's to say they're wrong? Look at this! 10 stability! 1 defiance! When was the kingdom so peaceful? When was the kingdom so peaceful? Thinking about a Tumblr post I saw about how tragedy is about how decisions are inevitable because of fate, but because of how everyone aren't inevitable because of fate, but because of how everyone involved couldn't think of making a different decision. On an unrelated note, have fun on your trip to the North, Your Majesty. Yep. End the season. And the North. It's going to show its face again. God, this is sad. This kingdom is near perfect, and sheer utter betrayal is about to happen. Yes. Yes. Let's experience this fully. Because this is going to inform the roleplay for the next episodes for sure. Your Majesty, most exciting news today. The Northern Chiefs recognize the turbulent state of the kingdom. Even so, the turbulent state of the kingdom, the one farming. Even so, they've decided to throw their weight fully behind you, for better or worse. What a coup! They've invited you to sign an accord of friendship and witness their commitment of unwavering loyalty in a special ceremony. Some kind of northern custom involving a blood oath. Blood oath? I'm sure it's nothing serious. I imagine they'll just want to shake your hand. Once your palms are cut with a knife. Perhaps they'll sacrifice a goat? No, that would be a show. Exactly, King Israel. I think so. Yeah. I've taken the liberty of arranging the trip. Chiefs Warp Lotus and Queen Consort Mag were most helpful with the preparations. Fine. Fine. Okay. We should be back. We should be back. Alright, we're back. Fantastic. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. Sorry. That was my internet. My internet decided to absolutely die on the spot. My internet refused to see the end. Yeah. Which word did I emphasize, by the way, Lyrics? Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking around. That was my internet. Yeah, back into this. Fine, okay. Oh, yeah, frog people, absolutely. Fine is what I heard last. Fantastic. Fine. The internet did try to save Lennox, yeah. Despite the barons having the throne most of the time, the chiefs are the ones people hate for their dishonor. Yeah, that's a consequence of how we've built up background for this kingdom, right? Our Majesty has seen things we couldn't believe. We wouldn't believe. She looked a great spirit right in the eyes. She beat her werebeast curse. She has made an amazing kingdom that knows great peace. If all these moments will be lost in time, like tears in the rain. Rest well, Lennox II. Oh, trust me, they won't be lost. Trust me. Trust me. They will fuel the vengeance that's going to happen in the next reign. Yeah, definitely Blade Runner. Let's go. Before you head north, however, you make sure to check in with Mag. Ha! Watch they don't sacrifice you in a crazy pagan ritual, but seriously, enjoy my homeland and say hi to my family. If you see them, dear. I'm never gonna marry a Mag. I'm never gonna marry a Mag. You don't want to come with me? Ah, nay. I was just there last winter and it's an awful long journey. Besides, I've got plenty of experiments to get on with. And you said you missed your home, you piece of shit. Yeah, the kingdom will discover it does care about honor just because of the chiefs. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you should have read. Yeah. Never will trust a Mag anywhere, anytime. No, not the same Mag. Bring me a souvenir, maybe. I could really do with a new winter coat, and the ones down here just aren't the same. The journey north is long and arduous. After your carriage gets stuck in the mud a third time in as many days, you wonder if maybe you should have diverted more funds to northern infrastructure. I have. Such a pleasure to see your greatness. I hope the ride wasn't too difficult. How are you finding the north so far? It's not warm. No, trying to be empathetic here. Thank you, Steel. Thank you, Steel. Yeah, sorry to any mag. That's what the welcome's for, eh? We've got food and drink laid out for you, some of the North's best meats. Do tuck in. The food is pretty good and the music's not bad either. Though you're not sure what the bard is singing about half the time. Yeah, so don't worry, extension always crashes after there are internet issues. It fixes itself in 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, hopefully that's gonna be, you know, a thing that moves them to change. Trash. Yeah, you're welcome. So when do we administer this oath? Not long, Your Highness, not long. We're just getting everything set up outside. Almost as soon as you polish off your meal, Chief Warplotus summons you out into the cold. You find a massive chief circling a gigantic barren oak tree. In the distance, a northern god speaker chants a deep, droning incantation in a language you don't understand. And here, I think that Lennox II starts to suspect. Here. Because like the way that Harald killed Queen Tatiana probably was told across the kingdom. And so this, like, I think that Queen Lennox, of course, didn't know the exact scene, right? Because she wasn't there, and you know how stories are. So she doesn't know exactly how it was. She cannot be like, oh, I recognize this. I've seen it in a movie. But she's heard this story, and she's noticing a couple similarities. And that is worrying her. Where do I stand? Right over there, Your Majesty, just underneath the tree. Perfect. You stand beneath the tree beside the chanting god speaker. You spot a dagger in her hand, but no sign of a goat or a cow or any other sacrificial creature. Yeah, Lurks, exactly. Yeah. Not really because they were a fan, but just to let Lennox II know her origin. You know? Now then, Chiefs of the North, it is time to take your oath. Do you all swear your fealty to the one true king, from now until your dying breath? The chiefs respond with raucous shouts of approval. By the old gods, I do! Hold on a minute, I'm the queen, not the king. Then raise your axes with me, siblings, and let us bear witness to the start of a new age. The Lord Render, chosen of Valtor, will now be bathed in the blood of the Pretender. Where are my honor guard? Just then the god speaker grapples you from behind. As her knife kisses your throat, you try to shout. Only a gurgle comes out. Your Marcher veterans leap into action as soon as they realize what's happened, but it's too late to save your life. Ha! A fight! Kill the false queen's lapdogs! Chiefs, and we'll bathe in their blood as well, for glory! There's your sharpshooters. As fighting breaks out all around you, you collapse to the ground. Just as you're on the edge of consciousness, Oscar, the chosen of Valtor, ambles up to you, kneeling over your body. The queen is dead. Long live the king. God, I have goosebumps! I have goosebumps at this. GG, everybody. Good game. Congrats to the traitors. Chiefs. Long live the king, we'll see. That was personal, yes. This was good. God, I have goosebumps all over my body. Good game. I'm really excited. Let's read this. As Oscar bathed in Queen Lennox's the Second's blood, a bolt of lightning struck the sacred oath, splitting it in two. It was a sign from the old gods. The Lord Render had risen. All that remained of the Baron's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumor. The attempt to woo Pestia to the eastern cause was doomed to failure. The wizard retreated once more from politics, but not before afflicting Count Reaper with explosive hemorrhoids. Better than leprosy, though, right? Oscar, the Lord Render, marched south at the head of an army. Valtor was with him. The throne was seized by force, and the power of the old gods could never be denied again. Chiefs really said, fuck, the best monarch we've ever had so far. Yeah. Yeah, she was the best. She was the best, for sure. For sure. With the death of Count Mitcher, Ashmere Academy has been closed for the foreseeable future. I mean, you're not necessarily dead, you just have hemorrhoids. Dishonor game. The House Steel declares all chiefs are hereby barred from entry to House Steel lands until the guilty of sacrificing glorious Queen Lennox II are found. The entirety of the north is embargoed by House Steel. No gunpowder will flow, not until blood is paid in king for House Steel sharpshooters and the glorious king. Feel great guilt over his involvement with Lennox's death and will strive to atone for his sin. And learn to write, god damn it, and read and, you know, get educated. That actually sounds amazing, yeah. Explosive hemorrhoids during medieval times? Yeah, probably not ending well. You're right. That's amazing. This is like, I hate this for Queen Lennox, but story-wise, this is incredible. Let's go. Queen Lennox II the Stern. Queen Lennox II the Stern. It's kind of fitting, actually, if you think about it, right? Yeah, RP-wise, this is amazing. This is amazing. Same Hesperus, yeah. I absolutely loved Queen Lennox. I loved playing her. I loved her arc. Like, I really loved how, at some point, she started trusting the council. Like, I was surprised to see the votes fall into place. And I imagined how she would feel. You know, and how that would change her attitude. And I felt her guilt at using the treasury funds to look for a cure. I felt her guilt at being cured at the expense of the chiefs. I felt all that. This was an amazing queen to play. It was great time. I felt it all. So I'm very sorry for her. But I'm really excited to see what happens next. Yeah, second good Martha gets murdered. Lurks, that is a terrible image. Oof. Marley being the richest, Katori being the poorest. And this is your next king. Not even wearing a crown. Not even wearing a crown. Oh, I know perfectly well who this king is going to be. I know perfectly well who this is going to be. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this is going to happen. How this is going to take form in on Discord, you know? Like the discussions about maybe starting a rebellion, people wanting vengeance. I'm so living for that. If you're not on Discord, I definitely encourage you to join. This is amazing. All right. Yeah, no crown, no crown. And look at the other two regions, 888, 999. Oh god, yeah, I know who this king is. I know who this king is. Let's give a last salute, please, to Queen Lennox II before we end the episode for tonight. Yeah, King Discord is about to pop off. Absolutely, absolutely. Please, let's salute. Let's salute Queen Lennox II, the best queen we've had so far in the Bearclaw Dynasty. Thank you. Thank you for serving the realm, the kingdom, as you did. I am sure you will be avenged. That's it. That's it for tonight, for the Bearclaw Dynasty. Thank you so much for playing, everybody, and for making this such a unique and engaging story. I'm so looking forward to see what happens next. The next episode. Thank you for playing.